Welcome to part 6 as I head back to the dusty climes of Utah. Change in Atlanta. New state, a new city. Hello, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Good morning from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Now, one reason I wanted to come to this part of the world, not just because it's got kind of stunning landscapes and national parks, however, I'm a big fan of a TV show called Breaking Bad, and this was where it was filmed. So this morning, I'm going to go and check out a few of the filming locations. Morning. It's another beautiful day. Right, so today's a long day of driving, however, fingers crossed, should get to see some beautiful scenery today. Now the beautiful rock behind me is called Sky Rock. Now sadly, due to it being on sacred Navajo land, there's actually no roads to get any closer to it than what I am at the moment, unless you've got a 4x4. So sadly, this is the best shots I'm going to get of it, but anyway. The famous Forrest Gump point. What's the line? I'm pretty tired. I think I'll go home now. Good morning, day 42, and it's kind of final 200-mile stretch to the Sin City, Las Vegas. And we're back in Vegas. Now, last time I was here, I was fortunate enough to actually catch a game here, which was the Raiders versus the Bears. And as I'm back, having done the stadium tours of like the Chiefs, Broncos, Seahawks, Colts, Vikings, etc., I thought it'd be kind of fun to do the stadium tour of the newest NFL stadium and former Super Bowl stadium on the block. This is the Allegiant Stadium. That's by far the best stadium tour I've done. Now sadly, like the other stadium tours, there's no videos allowed inside. However, I did get some pretty cool photographs. It's a nice chill October evening here in Sin City, so I thought I'd walk 2.5 miles to tonight's concert venue. Now, the band tonight are a band I've been listening to since I was a mere teenager. Last time I saw them was actually out here in Kansas about 2 years ago. They never really kind of made it big in Europe, but they were quite big here in the States in the 80s and 90s. This is Tesla. Now that was a fun stroll down memory lane. I can't imagine they'll be going much longer, so it's probably the last time I'll ever get to see them live. Good morning, and it's day 44, and it's thank you Vegas, back to Seattle one last time. Seattle. Let's do this one last time. Good morning from a very wet and dreary Seattle. Right, we've got a game tonight. However, I thought, as I've got a bit of time to kill, I'll do the one thing in Seattle that I've never done despite all the times I've been here. So, Space Needle. Let's do this. Right, time to beat the crowds and do a last minute bit of Seattle souvenir shopping, especially considering I lost the black hat I bought, 3 weeks ago here. In a few hours time, this street's gonna look very different. game at Luma Stadium. Well, until next year, hopefully, anyway. Good morning. It's 5:30 on a very chilly Tuesday morning in Seattle. Right, that's kind of America pretty much done, although I will be back for a flying visit in 2 weeks' time. Right, next stop, Mexico. Mexico. And on that note, that brings us to the end of part 6. But join me in part 7 as I attempt to tick off my final 2 wonders of the world.